might want to fix the mic so it point this way. I don't know how it's going. You want me to open? You ready? Oh, that's it.
There you go, son.
Alright. Real Hebrew Israelites coming week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of America and the society. We're going to start off giving all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh Shai, Hashem Makakodash.
Number all this time, apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work, and the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husband. And we're going to just hop back with another, street teaching. And the brother was going to start off with Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 11,
we gotta take it out.
Therefore,
Look at
thus
the back.
saith the Lord, behold, I will, I'm going to start off at 10. This is Jeremiah 11, chapter 11, verse 10. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my word. And they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I have made with their fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy power. Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
The Lord about to bring straight judgment down here, man, that they're not going to be able to escape. But why? They ain't coming back to the Heavenly Father. 2/3 of our people got to be destroyed. That's what prophecy.
I'll just be gentle.
Happen, during these prophecies, that's what's coming to pass. It's coming to pass. There's a lot of things that's happening in the world. And there's been a lot of death that happened. A lot of judgment. A lot of people getting shot up. A lot of people getting, a lot of women coming up missing. It's just a lot of judgment going back to back. And it's not going to hold back. The Lord is just not forward.
Yeah, we just started.
I got videos that they caught on footage gang shit out. And they copy each other and do one. And they
everything outside.
Got these scared fingers on him. My friends can get over cold fries and too much mayo. It's a lot happening, man. Yeah, that's just showing this stuff is amping up, You said something heavy to the spirit about these damn women. The Lord will bring a lot of judgment on these bitches. Alright? They've got new things there. They put napkins in the doorknob of his car. So you grab the shit's lotion on there, whatever. It's two things. I saw the napkin one. I saw a video of a woman explaining the napkin one. Her mouth was going into the lotion. So you wiping the lotion off, somebody come and snatch it before you get to the pot, grab it, like, what's this? What's this? I mean, the man right about too, but it's still pretty well. They don't focus, now they get snatched up. Alright? Just like the video of the one chick. She got a rag. Shut up on the expressway to cut the man off. The Lord is putting that stuff. Then you got all the sinners and sinners. Niggas is calling these bitches home. Niggas is so bad for watching these bitches. That's my ex. So the Lord is really bringing this judgment, man.
Because a lot of people attack us. For one, a woman is not supposed to be able to keep her man. That's all. So that jealousy, like the scripture say, jealousy is a real man. And when you think about your woman being with another man and all of this, hey, that jealousy and that rage jump on the man. And the scripture say he should not spit. So hey, it is what it is, Hey, and then, look, America was built on bitterness, man. So really, what you're seeing is just everything that's been building up what America's been doing. He made these niggas monsters. He made these women monsters. He made everybody in this country, what you would call morally lacking moral compass, man. Yeah. A bunch of retards running around. You know what I mean? Hey, you go to London, they big on etiquette and how they talk and how
They
they deal
demonic
with
over
one
there
another.
too, brother.
Yeah,
Don't be fooled by TV. Them niggas over there, they doing the same shit that's happening to them. They gang banging, they choosing knives and got guns.
Right.
They wild, bro.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, that take a lot of-
They wild over there too, bro. Don't get fooled. The Atticus shit had to know when Jake stopped ruling.
A lot of judgment everywhere, man. The reason why the Lord is bringing this judgment is because he's about to bring his salvation. That's the whole thing, salvation is coming. There's no judgment happening until the salvation comes. You know? That's what's happening. That's what's happening. You know? I did real quick. Zephaniah 3 and 5, the just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Every morning does he bring his judgment to light, he faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. You know, our people do not consider, man. Here it is, they themselves are getting jacked up, their loved ones are getting killed, and yet they don't consider that the Lord is doing all these things for their wickedness, man. Right? We're going to turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're supposed to repent and turn back to the Lord before it's too late. Alright? The greatest judgment on earth is coming, man. Jacob's trouble. And it's going to take, 2/3 by the sword, man, like a thief in the night.
I'm starting off. Behold, speak out of ears of my people, speak down in the ears of my people, the words of prophets. Which I will fill in thy mouth, says the Lord, and cause them to be written faithful to their faithful. Fear not the imagination, but these be let not be confused with them. Trouble you that speak against me. And you got people out here speaking against me day in and day out, all the time.
Like that unbelief goes back to the unbelief and unfaith. So these people don't have faith in anything, you know? It's hard to get a person to believe in something that they can't see. Because that's what they're going to say. Oh, I can't see it. But how I'm supposed to believe and how I'm supposed to know the truth. So when you got faith, you don't have to see to know that the Lord is real. You don't need the Lord to come down and tell us, hey, that the earth is heading into a circle. Because you got people believing in flat earth. So we don't need the Lord to tell us that the earth is round for us to understand it and pay attention to how the things are how the earth even rotate and how things are set up. Because right now it's nighttime over some parts of the right? So how can the earth be flat? Which in the whole earth be lit up?
Oh, they show you a diagram where the earth is flat, and then like the sun's on this side of the thing, you know? They just rotate. That's what they show you, but that's not true.
The sun don't even rotate like that. It rises up in the east and it's set in the west as it's in a circular motion.
Yeah.
So how the fuck is it going around like this?
This is just madness.
You would still be able to see the sun then, even if it's dark.
Well, yeah.
If it goes around like this, see, we got to understand that you can thank the Lord, you know, and understand that this is real and what's coming to pass, man. You seeing it. And he's about to bring the MOTD. Everything about to go digital December 13th. So paper dollar is not about to be nothing. You ain't gonna be able to use cash money for anything no more. It's gonna be useless. And that's happening December 13th. Call the lady out about Shimmy Al-Shah.
Oh, lawyer.
Because now you niggas gonna see when that dollar ain't working for people no more. You gonna see now. You gonna realize that the men of the Lord been telling you this truth, man. You gonna realize you shouldn't be getting right. You know?
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
It said all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness. The unbelief, man. Not believing in this truth. So you gonna die.
Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. And just like we were sitting up there talking about, hey, you got all this vile affection, this transhumanism, all these women want to be men want to be women, all this bullshit, man. Idol worship is going out the roof. Everything is going to hell in this goddamn place.
And like you said, he was gonna bring famine. Famine is coming. Famine is coming, man. The stores is not having any production anymore. Everything is pretty much done. It ain't no more production. I know from my wife, my stepdaughter, her dad, he's a truck driver, and he owned a company. He got his own company. He can't even pay his workers or nothing because ain't no more left. He can't even work. So he got to find little miscellaneous jobs right now because he's out of work. Because ain't no more production. Shit is done. Ain't nothing being imported back over here no more. That's done. So whatever they had left to move is done. So what you that saying? A family stuff. And not only that, you got the diseases, you got monkeypox, you know, when you had the CV, you know. So all of this stuff is just turning up, man. You don't know what more sicknesses, what more things about to come. It's a lot of stuff that's about to amp up here, man. We might fuck around and see real zombies.
Well, we're gonna see apparitions for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Apparitions.
You know, things are just turning up and they're not slowing down. And it's still a green tree. Okay? Shit, wait till it's dry out here, man.
Exactly, man.
Hey, I'm gonna just jump over here real quick to 2 Ezra chapter 16. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compares her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment.
Right,
Even
so when the closer we get to the end, the more trouble's gonna be increased, man.
Yeah.
Like all these things gotta come to a fruition, to a fullness, man. Like the Lord said, boundaries Esau can't pass, and he's almost there, man. Like when that MOTB finally gets passed out, all right, when that MOTB comes, we're gonna have a famine, all right. We're gonna have the invasion of neighbors, family members, and violence everywhere, man. All right, the more that we get to the end, the more these things are gonna ramp up, man. And once this electricity go out, man, once these motherfucking jobs is closing their doors, hey, people gonna be left to an animal-like state, man. The survival of the fittest, so to speak, man.
this is 2 Ezra chapter 16, and I just finished 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. I'll read 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. And that just simply means, man, there's going to be so much shit going on. Hey, it's going to be so many plagues. We're not going to be in one spot. You ain't going to be just hiding out in a bunker in one spot. It's going to be moments where you're going to have to get up and move. Get up and get the fuck up out of there.
You gotta follow the Spirit.
Yeah.
The Spirit's gonna guide you. You know, the Lord is the God of those that fear Him and keep His commandments. So the Lord's gonna have us moving around. You see?
This is 2 Ezra chapter, I'm going back to 15. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as to touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. And hey, that's just going into the moment. Hey, when the Heavenly Father, only begotten Son, cracked those skies, Yahweh by Shem Shai. Hey, look, He's coming just to get the 1/3. 2/3 of our people going to be wiped out. The He's is going to be wiped out. The E's going to be wiped out. The only people that's going to escape is 1/3 and the elites. The ones that's going to be hiding in their bunkers.
1/3 here in America.
1/3 here in America.
2/3 of our people here in America will be destroyed, but the 1/3 will be pulled through the fire. All right, and then the rebels around the world, they're gonna get dealt with as well. The Lord tells you in Luke 19:27, you know, those are the ones to reign over me, bring them before me, and slay them before me. And, you know, we're gonna chop off their heads, as the Scripture says, decapitate, and so on.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 15. I'm gonna jump down to 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. And that's going to sit up here and be, hey, when all hell break loose and all the shit hit the fan, hey, it's going to be a lot of destruction, a lot of death, a lot of pain. All these things are going to be going on. during this time.
Fight.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and debating one another, they shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, and that's going to be that sedition among men. And if you listen to motherfucking preppers, if you listen to guys like Glenn Beck, Alex Jones, you can go. If you listen to people like that, you can sit up there and see E is mad at E. These motherfucking Lord Edomites are getting pissed off at what's going on because they see their country, they see their so-called heaven disappearing.
Well, that's changed that prophecy because the Lord said he was going to bring down Edom at the last kingdom, vocab. So you seeing this last kingdom going down. That's prophecy, man. So they even made a whole documentary, some dude was showing you who the Edomites is. And then at the end, that they come in the fall. And that's why this economy is falling. And that's why the money ain't worth anything anymore, man. That's why paper dollars got to go out the window. That's why they didn't benefit.
Y'all read James 5 already? It's James 5 and 1. It's another scripture in James talking about the rich man going to Sodom and Gomorrah, the second chapter. Or the first chapter. It's James 5 and 1. Oh, man. It's been good madness, bro. You can't play with that teacher. It's been talking about, oh, no. That shit bugged up. This James, nobody wants that. This James 5 and 1. Go to now, you rich men. We've been held for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. He's a greedy man. You know, it talks about that in the book of Obadiah. He gathered all things to himself. Back it talks about that. He wants it all. Right? So the Lord doing what? But he's taking it down by what he loves, man. Which is gain, money, riches. The Lord is destroying what he loves. Alright, it said it's gonna eat them with fire, man. That's gonna lead to this permanent destruction. But it haven't played out. That's gonna be a huge part in the 10 toes. Alright, Europe, alright, turn on this devil, man. So we see the Lord take this place down, man. And it also goes to lack of bread, etc. And that's because money ain't gonna be so just printable and out here like that, man. Those camps are coming. When this shit switch from paper to digital, all right, that violence is gonna increase, man. The Lord, it says to eat them with fire, man. I gotta keep going, actually, damn. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which of you kept back by fraud prior, and the crafts of them which have reaped into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts. So the Lord hears how you wronging the Israelites, man. You benefiting off our backs. Every way possible, man. Even on paper, you know, those stimulus that was given to niggas, they knew they could spend it right back. So it looks like the economy is still flowing. We the biggest consumers, you know? Exactly, and that's what it was for, to stimulate the economy. That's why it's called a stimulus. So the stock market still is uphill. Because it's like money is being moved around, you know? So even Jake being at the bottom, even the drug dealer, even the harlot, they play a big role in this economy, man. Because they keep shit going. Yeah, make sure that's still like shit. Right? That's what basically it is. A legal move to make something that's happening. That's what makes it. Yeah. You have lived in pleasure on the earth and been wanton. You have nourished your hearts as in the day of slaughter. You have condemned and killed the just, and you doth not resist you. And that's the point. All right, then, Rich. After this last election, the whole world knows you bullshit, man. All right, everything you upheld. The dollar, U.S. dollar going out the window. Motherfuckers ready to, but that's all. Yeah, that's raised to the chip. Esau, you're just through. Nothing you do can stop this, man.
When I was at December, and
Biden bucks.
Biden bucks. But that's the damn digital currency, man. But to show you how they all was making. I just watched the video on how they say Biden wasn't for America. He destroyed it, man. He was really like, no, we gonna get this shit done. I'm in office for 4 years, and we gonna goddamn it push this shit as hard as we can.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because this dude, as soon as this dude got in office, and this dude tore this bitch up.
What is he talking about? Microchipping got to become a major manufacturer in America, and Biden, but wasn't he the one that told the guy you're gonna have to vote on this
Before you're 10 years old,
And this was years ago.
you shall rule on this.
Exactly. He's in office now, what he's pushing. Exactly what he's talking about, bro.
Yeah.
So you still, this drone ain't no microchip. Well, it is a microchip now.
Check
Oh,
again.
it is a microchip, right?
Hey, and what's crazy? It's been here. You know,
Right.
they
But
been.
now it's in the forefront.
God.
This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He
By
shall
peace, it says, by peace shall destroy many. So he always coming at, that's slithering, like, everything gonna be okay. The economy gonna bounce back. I'm gonna try to get the gas a little bit low for y'all. What he gonna make it like $1 and a few cents low?
Well, yeah. and that's the witchcraft. The gas went down a little bit, but the price of everything else is going up.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like,
And then on top of how it was just for a moment. Like, cause here in Chicago they got rid of the tax on
That's
gas.
what they did. They drove the taxes.
They closed the taxes on it. So then gas is supposed to go up again because BP out in Indiana, something happened where it's shut down right now, man. Alright, so and that's one of the major producers of oil in the United States, which is gas, is the BP right here, the British Petroleum right here in Indiana. Alright, so something happened. So now the price might go up 25% or some shit like that, 20%, some shit like that. Alright, and then on top of going up, and then Illinois, they got a freeze on the taxes for 6 months. Alright, so when that 6 months is over, I think it's like another 5 months left, 4-5 months left of that no taxes on the food, on the gas. So one day you gonna fucking wake up. You thought gas was bad before they slowed it down. You gonna wake up, the gas is gonna immediately be $10 a gallon, $12 a gallon.
Because they got to make up for their losses.
They gotta make up for the taxes gonna hit, and then you're gonna have to deal with that 25% increase because of what's going on with British Petroleum right now.
they're gonna be making new signs. Because it ain't got a thing for the $10. They're gonna be making new signs.
It's gas sign.
The gas sign.
Oh yeah. It don't go that far. Yeah. It don't go
So
that far.
they're gonna make new signs.
We're gonna put a paper one up there. Laminated.
This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. I'll just finish it out. And through his policies, and also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince and princess, and he shall be broken without end.
He say he shall what's that piece like? Right, by peace he should destroy many. Hey, look, his democracy, that's his whole thing, man. He make it seem like everything is peaceful. But really, it's war. Hey, like, it's war, this motherfucker, man. This dude has been destroying people with the mindset of peace. Alright, it's all good, but the whole time, he the one that got the swords, man. That's what he really on, alright? You know?
Well, Biden also made a couple of comments about speaking to the militias, basically warning them and telling them, like, look, y'all got guns. You don't need F-16s to fucking fight against us, man. All right, so you got all these little preppers, these former military guys, getting their little army guys together, thinking that they're gonna, traverse through the woods and the mountains and fight Israel. You don't got the weaponry or technology to fight against the government like that, man. You got no airplanes to sit there and drop carpet bombing.
Infrared, them motherfuckers see your heat signature, motherfucker. Fuck night vision, they can see your heat signature from a fucking plane. You know what I'm
They
saying?
got mosquitoes that come hit your ass with that injection. They got all type of shit. The only way to escape is the Lord, man. It's like this little side rant. Niggas boasting in their guns and shit. Right, with you. Look, that's your business. If you want to get the shit, that's whatever, bro. But that ain't gonna work carnally, man. The only way to survive is through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. What's that? Baruch said, he that brought these plagues upon you, Baruch 4. He shall be the same, take them off. You can't do this shit by yourself. That's why Jeremiah 17 say, curse me. Get that, Jeremiah 17:5.
This is Psalms. This is Psalms 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord. Disappoint him. Cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. And he was just going into that. The wicked got every goddamn thing. The only thing we're gonna be able to do is only thing we're gonna be able to do is pray to the Heavenly Father. The wicked got everything. That's the Heavenly Father's sword. You know?
His blessing was the sword.
Blessing was the sword. So, yeah, you got it.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from the Lord.
Yeah, you can't trust you. You're supposed to trust in the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, Hispanic birds who look like the other nations. You know, you got to put your trust in the Heavenly Father. But if you put your trust in this society, you put your trust in these systems, which has shown to fail constantly, you're going to die that death. You're going to die a heathen's death.
And what the scripture say, woe to them who go down to Egypt to help and have not asked of me. He say, because you trust in the shadow of Egypt, Egypt shall be your shame. A lot of you people, these people trust in what the scripture say because they have chariots, many chariots. Yeah. Right, so they trust in this place because of this. You got it?
Yeah, here it is. This is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong.
Right, because America, you would say, got a mighty military, but really, America's military ain't that mighty no more, man. Your soldiers are walking around in high heels.
Yeah.
That's not mighty. That's feminine.
That's not scary.
That's not scary, right? That's like, look at these, with Batty boys. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers, man. These fucking freaks, man. You know. Then you got trans men and trans women in the military. You got women government officials, military with rank. All right, in your military. That's a weak army, man. That's a weak military, man. All right, when you go to these other countries, man, their military is all men. China got the strongest military as far as number, and it's all men. Ain't no fucking women.
And they were practicing out there and showing off. Shit, breaking rocks on their head and hands. Fuck all that.
Breaking bricks, man, on their stomach.
Breaking bricks on their stomach. Woo! Woo! And you don't think we need the Heavenly Father for this shit?
Oh, we ain't got none of that. We ain't got none of that shit.
Yeah. It's this is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1 again. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord.
Right, so they don't even seek the Lord, man. You know, they don't seek the Lord, Heavenly Father. Everybody think they know something. They want to go get stabbed up, jabbed up. Alright? Because your God told you to do it. Alright? But you're not trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Something simple as the Lord telling you not to eat a certain way. You can't do it. Alright? It kills me that you people think that the white man wrote this, that Esau wrote this, and everything in it, he's contrary to it. It's things that's written in the scriptures that Jake do, our people do naturally, man, without even knowing, like the scriptures talk about, has the law into themselves, man. All right, so it's things that we do as a people, all right, just because we the Lord's children, that we do it naturally, man. All right? You know, but you people, you niggas is gonna get it, man, because y'all not, hey, look, man, it's not hard, man, to go to the store and not pick up the swine. And like, you know, I went help my baby mama out. She had no fucking food for the kids. And took the Aldi's and they had the pork there. She was walking towards the pork. I said, look how easy it is. I told her, I said, look how easy it is to buy the pork, and then you got the beef and the chicken right next to it. I say, why you want to pick that up? When you got beef and chicken right here. And she looked at me, then she got guilty. And I had to bribe the bitch. Hey, look, because I ain't wanted in my house with my kids. I ain't finna buy the shit.
Right.
So I said, look, I give you $20 more if you don't fucking pick up the pork, man. Alright? And she said, yeah, okay. You know? And with that, welcome to hell, man. Our people got all this lawful food that's in front of them, but yet still go to the wicked. Yeah, it can. You know, say exotic means stupid. You know?
1 John 9:3. But this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. Alright? Alright? Not hard, you know, as an Israelite, man. Not hard to not choose that work. Not hard to not smoke weed. It's not hard to follow out your own lust, man. Alright, because if you love your house, you want to keep his commandments.
Right. Like say not the Lord has made you sin. Right. But you did it because you went after your own lust, man. And the Lord didn't make you do shit. You did it because nigga, you went. That's what you wanted to do. Nigga, you wanted to holler at that bitch even though she told you she got a man. You wanted to eat the swine, the shrimp, the crab, and lobster, even though you heard the minute the Lord telling you and bringing it out through the scriptures that you're not supposed to eat. You want to do that, man. You want to have sex on the Sabbath. Alright? You can't put your pleasure to the side on the Shabbat. You think Yahweh Shah was fucking on the Sabbath? You think the prophets was fucking on the Sabbath? Alright? You think Paul was literally...
Well, Paul wasn't fucking at all.
I mean, Peter.
Or Yahweh Shah.
Right, or Yahweh Shah. Wait, don't say. Wait.
Well, actually, it does say Yahweh Shah wasn't the he gave the breakdown.
Oh, well, it's a lot. I need, you know.
The gospel.
Yeah. So you think Isaiah or Jeremiah or one of them was having sex on the Sabbath?
Yeah, get this from Isaiah. Isaiah 58 and 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Shabbat or Sabbath a delight, the holy of Yahweh honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahweh, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, with the mouth of Yahweh has spoken. And so on the Shabbat, you gotta observe that day, man. You gotta put all your pleasure away. You know?
And what's the biggest pleasure of the flesh? It's that box, man.
Yeah.
I ain't really kick your feet up, man. Like scripture tells you, you know, whatever's relaxing. Alright? Hey, fucking it, hey man. It's actually working. You know what I'm saying?
Sweat. You must have sweat. And burn some calories.
You know what I'm saying? You might pick the bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to work, exercise, have sex. Those things are all movement. All that is work. It's working the muscles. It's working the body. You know?
It makes you unclean. Yeah, it makes you unclean.
Yeah,
It makes you
especially the priest. Look, it's called the priest in this thing. A priest can't handle the sacrifice and be unclean at the same time.
right. Yeah. As soon as that seed come out, you unclean. You unclean. You unclean. Everything you touch is unclean.
I mean, that's the point you want to make your stance on. I can have sex on the Sabbath. Look, you know,
Shit weak.
shit happens. Look, that's what's going on. I'm telling you, you should fight it for a day.
One day, 24 hours. 24 hours. Here you got 6 days left in a week. You know what I'm saying? To do what you do.
That's how you know it's legit because every Sabbath, that's when the bitches hit you up. I bet you trying to clap throughout the week. They come extra. They come with the pressure on the Sabbath. It's spiritual.
Yeah.
You don't fuck around and find yourself between what's going on, man.
What you doing?
Boy, man, on Sabbath.
Me? I guess.
Avoid it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fire.
Right. Yeah, bro. That's how you know it's real. That's spiritual temptation is happening on the Sabbath. You know?
Yeah, so this is 2nd Ezra 7:21. For the Most High has given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment, man. And there's no gray areas with the Lord, man. Right? He said before you life and death. Alright, choose what you will, roughly paraphrasing that. The other Bill 9 says you got a big old pork, you got big ass turkey, you got big ass chicken, man. Alright, the Lord said it all there, man, but hey, there's a lawful thing that you can do.
Man, beef ribs better than pork.
Ain't no meat on them, but they are better.
They out there. They got better flavor.
Turkey tips.
And they lost it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, hey, it's alternatives to bacon. You got beef bacon, which is actually fucking delicious.
There's lamb bacon.
It's lamb bacon.
Lamb bacon.
Yeah, turkey bacon is terrible though. I hate it. Well, I'm not gonna say I hate all of it.
Get the God salt. Get the God salt. This is actually.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I've been eating some the butterball, but that shit tastes like
No,
water.
that's terrible. Don't get the butterball. Get the God salt and get the one in the green. It's a light green. That's those right there. You bake it. Don't fry it. You bake it for 20 minutes. You bake it in the oven. Bake your turkey. Bake your turkey bacon in the oven. It's way better than frying it on top. It's way better. It reserves the juices. It reserves it. It's moist. It's really good. Okay, you know. So hey, bacon. Hey, if that's a inside brothers. Hey, bake the turkey bacon. Not fry.
Look, it's all these things. What you say to the righteous is
Turn the weird.
you know what I'm saying? You know,
Flour.
you know, you got things that people take and they completely just say, you know what, we don't want to do that. We want to do what the fuck we want to do. Alright? We don't want to live righteously, we want to live wicked. And then you wonder why things happen to you. You wonder why your car break down randomly. Right? You wonder why you're going through hell at home. You wonder why you're going through hell at your job, because you're being wicked, man. Of course, we all will catch our daily dose of affliction. We all will catch our affliction. Alright, but hey, when you're going off, a little bit of extra is sprinkled on you. You know? And that's how you know when you need to look yourself in the mirror, man. You get to get jacked up and it's like, oh shit, Lord, what are you doing? You know, Lord trying to get your attention, man. You know?
Always got us when slipping.
God.
It says, 2 Corinthians 13:5, examine yourselves, must you be in the faith, prove your own self. Know you not your own self, now let your house shine my theocracy, except to be reprobate.
Going over to them, that's real heavy.
Like you said, yeah, brother slip, brother fall, but your person is going to get your ass back up and keep on going to your ass up. So we got to examine ourselves daily right now. Everything we do, everything we do in life, we filter through the scriptures as best we can. Until we keep it. You know, when we at work, when we at home, you know what I mean?
Right, so I call it going to the doctor. Right, you gotta be able to go to the doctor to get checked up, man. Alright, you have certain things that once you see in your body, you might ignore it. Oh, it don't hurt me now. Alright, but because you go on a month later, it gets bigger and bigger, and it ends up being a fucking cancer, man. Alright, but hey, no matter what the results are of your self-examination, you gotta self-examine yourself, man. You gotta check your balls, make sure ain't no lumps, and check your stool, make sure ain't no blood, it ain't black, you know? Brush your teeth, make sure they ain't bleed, man. See, these type of things are indicators of you being unhealthy. Alright? Go ahead.
A definition, saying to inspect, survey something, carefully, scrutinize, view or observe in all aspects with the purpose of forming a correct opinion or judgment.
To form a correct opinion or judgment, man. You gotta scrutinize the things that you are doing in your life, right? In order for you to get a proper evaluation of yourself, man. It ain't just, oh, you know, I just not read. Well, why aren't you reading? Is it because you spend too much time watching TV? Or you scrolling up, swiping down, moving to the right all day, man? Right. You see? You gotta really go through yourself with a microscope, man, and see what's hindering you from progressing, man. All right? It's not just, it may not be just as simple as know, everything, you know. All right, there's always a for and to everything. All right, we gotta be willing to accept the analysis of examination, man.
I got it. Sheet 3985, it says, definition C, right?
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, to try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin.
Right, man. See? You gotta see what's good for yourself, man. All right? Talk about the Google thing so that we can test. Right? Oh, wait, I didn't.
Like you said, on the Shabbat, you try to catch most of those texts, especially from the woman. You know, demons coming out everywhere. All what you want to sit up there and jump on her and sit up there and see to get you to going off. You know, doing all sorts of shit. Yeah, like you said, the woman is trying to get up with it. But that goes for anything, man. These demons from the Shabbat, you know, the men of the Lord will get tested in heart. And as time goes on, it keeps getting even worse and worse. Hey, them demons gonna be coming at us, man, because hey, that time is getting worse. They're gonna want to call you out. Hey, just like Yahweh I told you that. The devil has plans to sift you out.
I remember my wife got possessed on the Shabbat. And the demon was looking at her, and I told the spirit, I said, you gonna profane the Lord's Sabbath? You gonna make me do this on the Lord's Sabbath? And the demon was bucking up. When I got to rebuke it in the name of the Lord, it just came out. But after I said that, the demon kind of like shit. You know what I mean? He calmed down, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, he ended up coming off of it, you know what I mean? Hey, look, we catch our hell every day.
I definitely say that.
You know, we catch our it just ain't the Sabbath. We catch hell every day.
Yeah.
But as men of the Lord, we still need to, just because we catch a hell, we still need to keep going. Like this ain't a game, man. Like the Lord will put you in a situation to try your mind and to try you and to see if you really love him.
Chapter 2, bring this one a lot. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
Right, so make not haste in the time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you're gonna catch some things. You're gonna catch hell, you're gonna go through some things. Hey, but it don't mean you're supposed to tweak out and act a certain way just because something bad happened to you and you rushing it. You start getting irate. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, what I'm gonna do? What you do is you're gonna wait on the Lord, you're gonna pray to the Lord, and you're gonna keep doing, you're gonna keep having your being, and you're gonna pray to the Lord, and you're gonna look for a solution, man. Alright, the Lord is gonna see you the solution. And then if you pray to the Lord, you ask the Lord for something, don't be surprised if you ask for patience and then you start going through shit.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if you ask the Lord to build you up through the Spirit, and then the Lord put you in a position, in a situation where now you really got to talk to him. Right? You know, like the Lord put you in certain situations, if you gonna handle it like a man of the Lord, or you gonna have like a fucking, like you gonna need your emotions to get hard. Alright? The Lord is trying to build us up and purge the impurities out of us. And that old man is the impurities, man. Alright? That's why the scriptures say, desire the sincere milk and word that you may grow thereby, man. Alright, this truth is not about being stagnant, man. Alright, it's not about you just sitting around, you know, you're an Israelite, man. It's more to serving the Lord than just knowing you're an Israelite, man. Alright? You young men that's in the faith, man, you gotta honor your parents. But then, yet, this truth comes before them. And it's also a way to deal with your parents when it comes to them telling you, oh, you don't agree with you doing this. Alright, well, hey, look, I got put out my mother and my father's house, man. I was on the street, man. Not long at all. I made one phone call and the brothers not even really knowing them, man. Alright? And allowed me to come into their home and shit.
the devil was always lying, walking about, teaching you to make it out.
Right. Satan. And the spiritual demon Satan. And you know what kills me? Everybody say the scripture's not real, but put up the book tells you about angels. Left-hand angels and right-hand angels. Breakdown. Right? And it's evident if you look around, damn man, somebody knew somebody who was some freaky shit that they couldn't explain. Or somebody knows somebody when they knew somebody had a demon or heard stories. But yet these scriptures is not real. Look, no, a lot of people just try to, they deny the obvious, man. Right? You get a new job, right? You get a job, and then all of a sudden you walk to it. Because maybe an evil spirit jumped on. All right? It happened before. And the Lord took the spirit off of you. Right?
The Lord put an evil spirit on
And
you.
he said, the Lord put it on you. Yep.
The Lord sent certain demons out on people just to test them, or just to fuck them up.
Yeah, so, let's say all of a sudden your father didn't have a problem with you doing it, but now all of a sudden your father is acting the way that he wouldn't normally act. That's because it's the spirit on him right there, man. He don't know it, of course he don't know it. Alright? But if you know the content of your character, your father, and then all of a sudden he start acting weird and different, right? You know it's a spirit on him. Especially when it's trying to hinder you from doing this work. But are you supposed to stop? No, you're supposed to continue to do this work and pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that to actually open up the door so you can do this work, man. And so you continue with faith, man. Hey, because the scriptures say what? Should they unbelief make the faith a non-effect?
God forbid.
God forbid. Just because they don't believe, hey, look, everybody gonna believe one day. Because the scriptures say every knee shall bow, every mouth shall confess.
Yep.
One day they gonna believe. Hey, whether it's right before they see their destruction, and they gonna say something like, son, you was right. My son was right. Or my cousin was right, or my nephew was right, or my brother was right. You see that motherfucking mushroom cloud, you see more than one mushroom cloud, and ain't nothing you can do, and you see cherry, you see everything that the minute the Lord told you was gonna happen, you hit see all of the weird shit happening, and then you gonna, but then it's gonna be too late for you.
Weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Weeping and gnashing of teeth. Hey, niggas believe in anything. Niggas believe in Santa Maria, all type of death demons, Anunnakis, all type of Ashe and all that, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Oludumare, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, yeah, that nigga, you know what I mean?
We're talking about the ancestors.
Yeah, well, yeah, you
The
know.
ancestors got taught to slavery. That's how we get it. Look,
Right.
serve the Lord. That shit mad. The motherfuckers talking. Now, I just saw a video on a little clip just like the other day. Motherfuckers, this women, and this women really into it. And niggas follow because niggas fucking keep sweating their pussy back. That's that Jeremiah. Yep, that's true. I was thinking about that. Hey, you strap them. These niggas follow their women, man. You gotta die for that. And somebody grab Isaiah 3. When the rulers of our people, you know,
Called there.
yeah, cause there. Talking about the ancestors. They want to. That's what the caption said. It said they want to demonize African spirituality. Like, what are you talking about, bro? That shit didn't save us. We got plenty of slavery behind that shit, man. At some point, you gotta realize that's not the way. Well, at least we know with the Lord, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, why we got put here.
They show you who controls that shit.
Exactly.
None of that witchcraft worked to stop Esau from doing what he did to us, man. None of that witchcraft that niggas was doing, none of that. What was your ancestors at, goddamn it, when you was getting put on the boat?
Getting put on the boat.
You're right.
They was getting put
You know
on
what
the
I'm
boat.
saying? You know, so you niggas believe in all this madness. That witchcraft couldn't save us, couldn't save you niggas from getting on that boat. Right along with your ancestors.
Right, what the black woman did, God did, man.
Right, where's the right? Where's your black woman, your black queen there?
That's these scriptures come on. You know, started 14.
This is Jeremiah 44:14. So that none of the remnant of Judah, which are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there, shall escape or remain, that they shall return to the land of Judah, to the which they have a desire to return to dwell there. For none shall return, but such as shall escape. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense to other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelled the land of Egypt in Pedros, answered Jeremiah, saying, For the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of the Lord, we will not hearken unto thee. But we will certainly do whatever thing going forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of Heaven.
They was burning incense into that Queen of Heaven, worshiping these damn women. And these fucking females, man, they was worshiping them false gods. That's what these females do to this day. With the tarot card reading and all of that. That's worshiping another god. And they was doing that, man. This is how you know this book is real. They do the same thing that they was doing back then. You know?
It says, that's
They
the
use the rocks and they throw it on the things. All that
Yeah,
shit,
that's
man.
that Queen of Heaven worshiping.
Then they go to the priestess.
Yep.
They call her a priestess, and she'll give them a whole fucking reading and all that shit, you know.
Yep.
and it says,
That's trending. All over TikTok.
Man, you can't fucking, it ain't a day you go to TikTok and not see. That shit is on there every day. And who do you see? The nigga one. Or women in general.
You know what comes with it. When you notice about it, they all whores. Why is this such a holy spiritual thing when you're a harlot? You're a whore.
They call it being free
I
spirit.
seen some weird shit. Like the picture, it was two sticks. You had one man on the other hand holding two sticks. And they was clapping. They had the bitch going there, they was clapping her while she was keeping her balance. Then she started shaking her ass, man, or whining. That was some island shit. She was whining. What the fuck they got? Oh, I love African culture, whatever they were saying.
The fucking spirit.
Which was in the islands and shit. It's nothing. Wicked ass
But
it wasn't even, it was Jake on the islands. Somebody comment like this ain't Africa. They really holding on to the shit like it's still a difference. It's some bullshit, man. Some weird ass shit.
And it's like that. Hey, Jake was even like when it goes into the pyramids that Jake was building. I remember you mentioned. And that's why the pyramids is aligned with the stars, because they were supposed to serve the different idols, man. Different constellations. They was big on into serving the different gods, man.
You were dismayed at it.
Yeah, they was just made at it, man. And that's why a lot of the pyramids in line with constellations and shit like that, man. So they was into that fucking
to her, as we have done, we and our fathers and our kings and our princes in the cities of Judah and in the cities of Jerusalem. But then have we plenty of victuals, and we were well and saw no evil.
That's what they think. Right now you got a bunch of people that's speaking against the Bible. They woke now. All Christianity. They call it this is the plantation. They been teaching the Bible. They call it Christianity. You going to your ancestors, the reason you got the same idols they were serving that you now serving, the reason you got put in captivity, man. Alright, what's that? Limitations? Reasons of management? That's why we got put here. Visions of vanity, man. Alright? You think scoffing the Bible, scoffing the true Lord is going to get you back to a richer state? No, man, it's not going to happen. This is the only way out. The Lord put us here because we sinned against him, man. He said he gave his heritage over. Alright? He did that, man. Because of what we did. Alright? And your ancestors not going to save you. Shaking your ass on top of two sticks not going to save you. Boo-hoo, whatever, ain't going to save your ass. Them Hamites over there still suffering after right now, man. They hurt. away. Keep going.
It says, verse 18, but since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven and to pour out drink offerings unto her, we have wanted all things and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine.
So you think because you got them little goodies, all right, when you start serving idols, and that's okay, but don't forget what it says, man. Earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So you may be straight because you done went to some witchcraft and shit. These motherfuckers can have it to that candle burning. This candle for money, this for that. It's people that swear by this shit. They really believe in the power of that shit. But that's just so you can get locked in more onto the left-hand side, man. And you're gonna die on the left-hand side.
A lot of witches, I was on TikTok and I was watching it for a little bit. He said I was off the left-hand path. So
They
that
know.
shit, they know what it is. It's the left-hand way.
They call it.
Verse 19, and when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven and poured out drink offerings unto her, then we baked her cakes to worship her and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men.
Right, was our men not there? So these are the women speaking back against the prophets. And they men are right there while they talking shit against us. You know they chime in to defend they damn bitches. Alright? And that's the same thing today. These niggas falling after they women. Niggas in the church because they women. Niggas to this ooh shit because they women. Niggas is all on the spiritualists, the African spiritualism because they women. That's madness, man. Niggas follow Egyptology shit because of women. Look at Erykah Badu. Look what she did to Common. Look what she did to Andre 3000. These bitches turn you niggas and now you deep in spiritual. Your ass now you more lost than ever, man.
Like when they deal with like not just Kanye, but
Travis Scott, Lamar Odom.
fucked up. Hey, them bitches, oh, they witches. Yeah, you know what I mean? Hey, but this, and then what's crazy is Jake complained about them not having shit and often coming to the sword. They was coming to the sword because they was being wicked. Right? Hey, with Jake being wicked, the Lord gonna whoop your ass.
Right, you may have some pleasure in sin for a moment. Alright, but better believe, hey, jump up the first sword.
Being sinful. A lot of like men, like sinning ain't never stopped, man.
A lot of bad boys.
Well, yeah, to be honest, how do I say this? Adam, I'm not saying he was a simp, but what he did was a simp act. Instead of rebuking Eve, he followed it. You ain't supposed to do that. It ain't supposed to happen.
This is Jeremiah 44:4. Howbeit I said unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising early and said to them, saying, oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. But they hearken not, nor incline their ears, turn from their wickedness.
Right, so you got the men of the Lord that's been out here always telling you, which is the voice of the Lord, same voice that was in the garden. All right, telling our people to turn from their wickedness, but yet they won't do it. Because you know they eating good, they got a 1-bedroom apartment, they got a studio.
Yeah, they woman the breadwinner. Esau put the woman above them. And they woman running shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Money don't give a woman power, man. Right. Your woman can make all the money in the fucking house. That don't still come over you, nigga. Right. That money she making is your money, goofy. Your money. She your property. That's like Esau said, damn, this nigga's such a good slave, man. Let me listen to him. Right. He's bringing in all the cotton. No, that's what a woman is. You're a servant. Right. That's like, oh damn, that's a good nigga. You know what, man? I'm gonna listen to you. You're a great fucking worker. That's what you niggas are doing, man.
It's like the Jake who got the two white cats.
Yeah.
They treat him as a king. He's the king of the house. He may do the
the black woman was so mad with Common Boy.
Oh, they mad about that, and they like, no, this is our king. We may keep the house clean and do all that. Yes, we bring the money in the house, but this is our king. We still treat him as our king.
And apparently, watch the episode, they still get house with him. That was just part of that thing.
Hey, can you read Proverbs 30?
Hey, I said, hey, I'll do that with the white castles, but I would never do that with you damn so-called black females, man, because it'll be a headache.
It will.
Y'all ass too proud. We take care of everything. They ain't come at him like that. They treated that man as God.
They called him king. They said, go home, you king.
Damn, man.
Hey, look.
The black bitch on the comment board was so mad at that video. Oh, he got the right ones. Yeah, he got the right ones, bitch, because you bitches out here single and miserable and getting ran through by niggas.
Yep. Hating ass bitch. Go ahead.
It's back in verse 5 again. It says, but they hearken not, nor incline their ears to turn from their wickedness, to turn their entrance to other gods. Wherefore my fury and my anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem.
And that's what's coming back, man. Point blank period. Death and destruction. All right, who got that lamentation? Nobody grab it?
Yeah, I got 2 and 14.
Okay,
The banishment. Yes. Lamentations 2 and 14. Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee.
Talk about the false prophets, your false leaders, your pastors. The Jeremiah 50 that goes to them that caused you to forget your resting place, to get from mountain to hill, follow this religion, follow this nation, follow this idol. Right? Go ahead.
And they have not discovered thy iniquity.
They didn't rebuke your ass, man. That's what we really out here for.
Right.
All right, to get reproved. Even Yehovah said, I was standing upon my watch to see what I should answer, but I am reproved.
Yeah.
But coming to the truth is understanding, like Yahweh said in John 3. He that comes to the light, these must be reproved. We've been out here fucking up. You got to think about it. You niggas are so simple. They say, well, white man taught us Christianity. How can that be right? Well, the so-called white man who was really red, you want to eat him, according to the Bible, they taught you the Western mindset. Everything you hold in value, the way you live, your life, what you do, is all established by the same oppressor. And you're going to pass this away, the truth, and you're going to uphold the wickedness. They didn't teach them how they told you their doctrine. They cherry pick to put your ass in line. They know it is our book. That's why we wasn't allowed to read it. When they taught us what they taught us, that's what we're going to pay for. Right.
They cut out the
Slave Bible.
Yeah, the slave Bible. I think they cut out the whole Exodus. Wasn't no Exodus, Deuteronomy. They cut out certain things because Esau knew that because it was our book that we was gonna wake up and read it. And when you watch that movie, Birth of a Nation, she said, no, you can't read those books. These are white folks' books. But this is your book. You can read this. She gave him his book. What would make us wise. Right? Not that all that other bullshit. Right? Because the scriptures would make us wise. And when he read it, what happened? He woke up.
You understood that the salvation comes from. Have you understood that the salvation ain't what Christianity is, man? Or you die and go to the spirit. The Bible don't tell you that, man. Salvation happens on earth. The Lord is gonna, that's the whole gospel, man. Jeremiah 61, please. Finish that.
Con. Back in Lamentations. Back in Lamentations 2 and 14.
Brothers,
And they have not discovered thy iniquity to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
What they taught us are the reasons we've been scattered, man. They taught us ways contrary to the Lord. And that's why we here. So why would you go follow the same gods that got our ancestors put down any fucking way, that got us in this position?
Yeah. First thing, they set up their church and had told them they have to serve the Lord that way. Hey, even the way it's set up, how you when you go to church, it's all wicked. They got a whole altar with steps on it. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to have steps on it.
It's a song and dance. That's what church was back during slavery. Church was your club back then. That was your club. Like he said, a concert. It was your song and dance. So you can have a time to refresh your mind so you can get back to slavery. At least I got church. At least I go get this entertainment. That's what it was used for, man. You research it. It was, of course, they use certain passages, obey your masters, and that'll make you feel a certain way. But then outside that, they gave you that happy feeling, that dopamine. You'll forget about your cares for a moment. That's the same thing they do now. That's why they make sure you drink, you have whatever. All right, but as long as your ass is working, they cool with it. As long as you're a good nigga, they cool with it. All right. Go ahead, buddy.
This is just something John said just a little bit earlier. This is Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord my power, because I have sinned against
Alright, so we're gonna have to deal with these hard times. We fucked up. Alright? The Lord said, why not divorce your mother? Why is your mother's divorce papers at? He said your own iniquities have withheld these things. You know, we did this to ourselves. By serving the idols of Egypt. You niggas still stuck on Africa. That's why we fucking put in him goddamn right now.
Worried about the fucking melons after seeing the Lord just destroy a whole nation right in front of them.
And leaks.
And Jake was worried about melons and leeks.
Motherfucking onion ass shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of shit is that? Whole time the Lord, the whole time the Lord, he was actually purging you niggas too. Because a bunch of you motherfuckers was scoffing. Hey, it's you same niggas today.
Right.
The Lord is right above you. You got a whole chariot floating over the whole nation. All right?
Lord.
The Lord, the whole nation, floating over the whole nation, man. And they talking shit while he right there, like he
Like
can't
they
hear
hear
him.
him.
He right there.
He said I gave you not a fire for your
This is Micah chapter 7, verse 9. I will never keep the nation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. And like the brothers and sisters up there saying, like the brother said earlier. And look, we sinned against the Heavenly Father. We kept going on. But we're trying to come back into that mercy and that salvation. So when that time comes, we'll get that mercy and salvation. We'll see that righteousness. We'll see the light. You know, only 1/3 of our people over here in America, Babylon the Great, is going to sit up here and get that. 2/3 of our people over here is going to be cut off. And then you're going to have the rest that are scattered around the world. You know, that's going to sit up here and get that salvation.
It's gonna be a real purge too, because a lot of them ain't gonna want to serve me. And we're talking about we gonna rebels.
Second Ezra 1 and 22. Thus saith the Almighty Lord, when you were in the wilderness, in the river of the Amorites, being athirst, and blaspheming my name.
Alright, so the Lord.
I gave you not fire for your blasphemy.
Alright, so here it is. The Lord could have smoked you niggas for talking shit. He knew you was talking shit. He right there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, you really cussing him out to his face, thinking he don't hear you. And you know what? That's a snake ass nigga for you, man. Alright, that's why Yahweh Shai called him a generation of snakes and vipers.
Yep.
That's a lot of you niggas still today, man. And you'll be one thing in the next universe if they turn their back. Alright? I don't like him.
I didn't save your life.
You know what I'm saying? One for this, one for a brother. Hey, look, man, niggas like that call brothers. You know, where they at now? Fucking circles, man.
That was it.
You know, hey, but here it is. The Lord is full of mercy and compassion, man. Mercy and compassion. Alright? But yet our people, hey, look, the scriptures say that he gives us less than what our iniquities deserve. Alright? Hey, slavery was less than what our iniquities deserved. We deserve to be annihilated. We deserve to be eradicated. No more Israel. That's what we deserve. Alright, but the Lord said he shall not keep his anger forever, man. Alright, he will remember the promise that he made unto our forefathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. And the scriptures say that the Lord is not a man that he should lie, man. And here we got the opportunity, we got the grace to come back to Yahweh by Shema Shine, you niggas scoff. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans scoff. But the audacity, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck Esau been doing to you besides destroying you and killing you? The Lord said, man, I come to bring you life and life more abundant, man.
But all they that hate him love death.
But all they, right, like the brother quoted, man, all they that hate him love death, man. Alright? And that's why you niggas in the situation you in now, man. That's why, hey, look, man, you worried about this worldly shit. Alright? Hey, here it is, you got young men that's growing up. Hey, when a young man hits his puberty, which is around 12 years old, he's a young man. But yet, you say a young man is not an adult until he's 18 years old.
And even
That shit is fucking madness.
even it was a TikTok we don't watch. But they say they said this for a long time. And it was a TikTok clip. And it was a guy that said when you're 18, when you show you're still in high school, so most people graduate at 18. Unless you because most of birthdays, it's weird. 17, 18.
Yeah, shit weird.
It was like 3 months ago. Can I go to the bathroom? No. You have to ask go to the bathroom. I said, oh. But then 3 months after that, when you graduate, you're out there on your own, figure it out, do this. But you never taught them how to be a fucking man this whole time. Right. That's America. They don't teach you to be an adult. They teach you to go after your flesh. To be a good slave and to go after the pleasures of the flesh and continue to move on.
That's another reason why hey, look, you got a child, so you got children running around. You got grown ass children running around that wasn't taught shit for fucking 18 years of their life, 17, 18 years of their life. They've been looked at, oh, that's a child. You know, the whole time, it's women out here, it's young women that's having kids at 13, 14 years old. They having babies.
I just saw the Mari, thing with a bitch too. She probably a big one, but she like, like, I think she was 12 or 13, she was pregnant.
Right, they having babies, man. But then, so you telling me she's still a child? But even according to Esau law, once a woman has a child, once a girl has a child, she's okay to deal with after that. That's Esau's law. Right? Yeah, that's Esau's law. Once she has a baby, it's a bad game. Right? But this just Esau, man. Hey, back fucking not even 100 years ago, our grandmothers and our grandfathers was getting married at 14 to 15 years old, man.
Not even 60 years ago.
Not even, right. You know what I'm saying? 15, 16 years old.
50 years ago, still active.
God. Yeah. You know, still getting married at 15 to 16 years old, man. They had their own shit. Their own house.
Men were working at 13, 14. All right? And the factory job. That's decent money.
Decent job, yeah.
Right.
Was able to take and learn trades, had good trades, made good money. Alright? Hey, you fucking get 20, 30, and you don't know shit, what the fuck you think you gonna act? Look around!
That's why you got the money. Hey, who got the lights here? The lights up here. Yeah, they got that.
Isaiah chapter 3 verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they mislead me, cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of thy paths.
They call it the nigger marriage. Google the nigger marriage with the ER. Make sure you type the ER. Very impressive. The nigger marriage. So like, hit the E and the R hard. Alright, no, but seriously, what they did was that's perfect. Go ahead, read.
It's the nigga marriage with the media.
That would take a nigga body. I'll explain it. They got all types of stuff pop up. But basically, they went into how this what we see today. We're going to have screenshots here. This is exactly it, brother.
The nigger marriage. We breed 2 nigger males.
The phone is dirty. Hold on.
Alright. The nigger marriage. We breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger women or females.
Oh, you two don't look, he black, so you two don't try to say it's racist. He's light skinned. You know, they be on some bullshit. Go ahead, brother. They got a whole
we breed 2 nigger males with 2 nigger females. Then we take the nigger males away from them and keep them moving and working. Say one nigger female bears a nigger female and the other bears a nigger male. Both nigger females being without influence of the nigger male image, frozen with an independent psychology.
They gave the women power. You think they got to be this fucking masculine role in the household. Go ahead.
Will raise their offspring into reverse positions. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself,
Hey, somebody get Psalms 64 and 7. Go ahead.
The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her. We negotiate her at will.
So Esau and the serpent.
Yep.
All right, the serpent didn't eat him. That's the serpent in the Bible, the so-called white man. He had his melanin back then as a serpent. All right, but now he's lost it at the Mark of Cain. But that's the same thing. Eve and the serpent. Esau worked through them to control you niggas.
That's it. Go out. I went out with my wife to take care of the they were talking to her.
I would have found them and fucked that. I don't know.
You know, one place he was talking to, you know how you get so they always talking to and that's weak as fuck, man.
I'll pick it up a little bit.
And look, hey, when I'm in the grocery store,
grown man pushing the
Hey.
goddamn car, baby. That's some pussy shit.
you know, hey, look, hey, so even like, hey, look, man, I ain't pushing no carts. Goddamn it, hey, look, I got it too. Hey, I was talking to I actually tried to holler at a female, but she happened to have a man. And she was like, yeah, it's just, he don't rub my feet, he don't do this. I say, man, if you don't shut up and rub that man's feet, I said, you know, kings get roses thrown at them. When you was a king back in the ancient days, we got the roses thrown at us. We got our feet rubbed. I say, man, you better go home and do that man good and rub that man's feet, man. What is wrong with you? I cussed that ass out.
Rightfully so.
You know what I'm saying?
Going off even entertaining you when you holler. Look,
She was entertaining.
no, I got a man. Nigga, leave me alone. Just keep walking, ignore him. In fact, she even did all that. She was trying to commit adultery. Yeah, I'm a chick. He don't rub my feet. And she wants you to bow down to her, commit adultery, and rub her feet.
I told her, hey, look, I got two women. I ain't rubbing nobody's feet. They rub mine. Fuck out of here. I don't push no grocery carts.
Four hands, 2
I ain't
feet.
watching no kids. I ain't changing no pampers. I ain't doing none of that shit because that ain't my job. That ain't the role of a man. You niggas weak. You ain't had a father, and you feel like because you ain't had a father, you gotta do all this weak ass
Oh,
shit.
so I can go. A lot of them got fathers. They got weak ass fathers.
Yeah, they got weak ass father.
This
Yeah.
society, keep going, because let's
God.
see. These men, the roles have been reversed. These men raised their daughters up to be harlots. They let them have freedom. They raised their
You
men
can
up
tell
to
him
bow down to a bitch. I'm raising my son right. He gonna know how to get it. Man, what the fuck? You supposed to raise him to be a damn king, nigga. Go ahead. Not no damn deep sweat.
The one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life will
Start
raise
it over, Molly.
Khan. Back
Not
in
the
the
whole thing.
back in the nigger marriage, the second paragraph. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable. We negotiate with her, through her, by her. We negotiate her at will. The one with the nigger male offspring, she being frozen with a subconscious fear for his life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong. In other words, body over mind.
So never learn how to have an actual male reason.
Yeah.
To be irrational, because that's what a woman is. A woman is irrational. You know, it's a blessing to have in your life that it's important to have a man to tell you. Argue with a woman is pointless. Women don't have logic. That's just real shit. You know, you don't know that growing up. But when you have, it happened to me. Real life story. It's a teacher. He was a nigga too. He was like, he broke it down. They don't argue with no woman. They don't argue with logic, man. You gonna tell you it was a street nigga that happened to land a teacher's job at a Catholic school Because who he knew. Because he was just a nigga. He told us flat out. He kept that shit real, man.
They don't deal with logic.
Exactly. So your woman, a mother's raising this child, she's teaching this man not to have reason. It's all about bending to the will of your woman. Make sure you do this for your woman.
How you feel? How it make you feel? That's why a lot of niggas coming out
Based off
because they based off they emotional based. It's a lot of that's why these women acting like men. Because they teaching them to be strong.
And they emotional men. That's what it is. The woman has a masculine spirit, but still emotion based. She's teaching this man that same thing. But you turn this man is gonna teach his son that same weak shit. Nobody want to whip their damn shit. In the 90s, all the comedians, they make jokes about Edomites not whipping their children. Black people don't whip our children. They make jokes about this shit. But now, niggas don't even want to chastise their children. Who started that war? Women. Women call it whatever you want to say. They're negotiable. And push on TV as always. We gotta come to compromise, baby. We gotta do this. No!
With a child that can't even fucking count to 10.
Oh, that's madness.
Now, in a few years, when these two offsprings become fertile for early reproduction, we will mate and breed them and continue the cycle. That is good, sound, and long-range comprehensive planning.
Now this shit's been going on for a while. But now, let's speed up to that we was at. When they had trade in school. They got rid of trade. Yeah, they got rid of trade. They kept on that for a while. They got rid of trade for women. Yeah, they got rid of automotive. You learn how to build engines in high school. Yeah. They were teaching that shit in high school. All that shit, they got rid of that. Because niggas start to take too much money. That was wrong. In fact, niggas don't work. So they got rid of the trade. Alright, then they started getting rid of the factory job. What happened? Women got elevated. It's prophecy. Jeremiah said what happened? Women show compassion. They got elevated. But for the beauty behind it, Esau was falling to his own feet. Him getting rid of these factory jobs so niggas don't be paid has cost America the economy that it once had. Idiots, now you outsource everything. Now you're broke. You were so subtle trying to destroy us, you destroyed yourself. You got to do your own thing.
Yep, man.
That's like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. It's like they got burned in the furnace.
Well, the motherfuckers that come in the furnace got burned up and open.
They were so busy trying to kill them, they ended up killing themselves. Like, nigga, you would have got the picture that they weren't going to show you a dumb
Yeah, they still alive.
Yeah, and they steady trying to make it hot and blow the flame and throw some more shit. You kill your motherfucking self in the process, you know? You see they're not dying. You see somebody else in there with it. And yet you still
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 29, and I'm going to start at 15. The point is in 16:8. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? And that was just what the brother was sitting up and explaining about the dinner marriage. We need to sit up and saying that, hey, this is that deep, dark counsel that they be talking about. You sit up here and fuck over you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Make the man like a woman, make the woman like the man. Sit up here and make the man effeminate. Make them not be masculine no more. Then you got masculine as women. But here's Isaiah 29:16. Surely you're turning the things upside down, shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. Or shall the workers say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he has no understanding? And that's what happened in the world we're living in now. Esau to turn everything upside down. So you got the man that want to be a woman that want to be a man. You got the transgender. You got all these vile affections. You got everything. Here it is. We were talking about eating pork, shrimp, lobster, and crab. But Esau turned everything around. We supposed to be eating lamb. We can eat chicken, all that other stuff. But Esau doing the things that he want to do. Everyone sit up here and say that America was founded on a if it was found on this, things would be in order.
If it was found on the scriptures, they wouldn't have touched it. They wouldn't have put their hands on it. But the scriptures say, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. Hey, look, they knew who he was because they had Hebrew interpreters. Cristobal Colon had Hebrew interpreters. How would somebody, it's just like with Gad and Reuben. How would they communicate? How would Gad and Reuben show them how to till the ground and show them how to fend for themselves if they couldn't talk to them? They had Hebrew interpreters. They had a way to communicate with them. All right? We showed you, and then of course they wipe all of the history under the rug, and then they rule with this form of God, a form like it's a form of God. All right? Then they did iconoclasm and whitewashing. All right? Everybody say that, like you got a lot of Christians say that his color don't matter. If his color don't matter, why say what he looked like?
Why they change it?
And why did they change it? Why in the church? Why in the churches that you go into and show all of the angels is white people and Caucasians? When you go to the scriptures, like Raphael, if I'm not mistaken, he took on the identity of a Zebulonite. All right, if I'm not mistaken. All right, because Tobit was Zebulon. All right, so when and he was amongst Israel, man. All right, he wasn't the angels. When you hear that story, the angels, you don't hear about no angels amongst heathens. You don't ever read about no Edomite prophets, no Hamite prophets. They don't exist. All the men of the Lord are Israelites, are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But here in Christianity or Catholicism, which means universalism, they say everybody can make it. If everybody can make it, why are we not included in a society?
Thank you.
If everybody can make it, why the Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans are not included in a society? The same land that the Northern Kingdom, which is the Hispanics, all right, and the Native Americans, all right, they got to fight to stay in their own land. You got these damn Edomites building the wall to keep them out of their own shit that they claim first. All right? Esau didn't get he didn't get this land by a fair fight. The white man didn't get this land by a fair fight, man. He broke covenants. He made covenants where we thought we was cool. And then when you think, because he couldn't beat them.
Shit, he did beat us.
He did. Yeah, the guy's trickery. Hey, he was a cunt like the scripture called him.
The Lord blessed Edom with the sword.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord blessed Edom with the sword. Now he did break all the. Yeah, he stole them. He stole them by leaving their ass. So Esau's blessed with the sword.
Yeah.
And what he did was he kept sending more waves of people till he wore them out. Yeah. You know, all them treaties and shit, Reuben didn't take no treaty. So they still took Reuben down. They got
the Gatling gun, more than that.
Now they did get Gad on certain shit. They got Gad, tricked them and then knocked their ass out. Esau came with that sword. And ultimately, they came to Central America. 2/3 of the Latinos down in Central America, so-called, they're not fucking Latinos. They're not Latin at all, man. Alright? They were conquered. Alright, but they got killed off by disease, just like what happened in Europe, Black Plague. 2/3 of them died by disease, man. Edom brought pestilence, which is really the Lord bringing that, the Lord fulfilling his prophecy, man, that Edom would have to rule.
Yeah, Esau went down to the motherfucker. So what I asked off? Small ball, like that nigga.
Because the curse is on us.
Yeah, that's it.
We got overtook by that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga is a fucking demon, bro. Esau is the fucking...
This shows the Lord is in control. Just like Isaiah 45 started at the top. It shows that we got the true living power. Everything he said is happening. He didn't just get from the slavery. This shows the Lord is real, man. All right, go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 45, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I have ordered, to subdue the nations before him, and I will loose the loins of kings to open before him the 11 gates, and the gates shall not be shut.
Now this, of course, talking about Cyrus, as the prophet said. All right, but this is showing that the Lord controls the hearts of kings. All right, go ahead.
So I will go
The
before
Lord
you.
set Cyrus up. He anointed Cyrus to be the king. It's like the Lord, after the Lord established Biden to be the president, the Lord established Reese to be the least of this time. The Lord set all this up.
I will go before thee and make the crooked places straight. I will break in pieces the gates of brass and cut asunder the bars of iron.
There you go. So the Lord went out there before Cyrus and made sure that she worked out. Same thing, they talk about St. Elmo's fire. They say chariots on some signs of heaven, whatever it may have been, Lord knows, could have been stars, there's a line of certain, could have been chariots. Lord knows. Help guide Columbus over here, man.
Lord showed the nigga how to get there. That's crazy.
Go ahead.
Let's read. And I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, the Lord, Yahweh, which called thee by thy name, am the power of Israel.
There you go. So he's been showing these heathens that he's the God of Israel by giving them power and taking them down according to his word. The heathens know. Hey, look, it says the devils believe and tremble. He saw that he got power because of the Lord, man. Yeah. He knows how he got it control. Yeah.
He was Nebuchadnezzar, nigga, Daniel, man.
God.
For Jacob, my servant sake, and Israel mine elect. I have even called thee
All
by
for our
name.
business.
I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. I am Yahweh, and there was none else. There was no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. That they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there was none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there was none else.
Gosh, east to west, everyone. Everybody's got to know that Yahweh is the king of power. Alright? He set everything up according to his will. Go ahead.
I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
One more.
Drop down ye heavens from above, and let the skies pour down righteousness. Let the earth open, and let them bring forth salvation, and let righteousness spring up together. I, Yahweh, have created it.
There you go, man. So the Lord do both sides. He created the evil and the good, man. The Lord brought us down. He's also going to raise us up, man. All right, the Lord gave Esau power. The Lord gave Cyrus power. The Lord did these things. The Lord said, Esau, blessed be the sword. Esau has come with that sword, man. All right, he dropped them bombs, the two atomic bombs, scared the world. He came with the gallon gun, fuck moving up, scared the world. All right? Hell, Rome, he came with that motherfucking iron, scared the world. He fucked them up. His weaponry is advanced. Now, here's on top of the fact the Lord goes before him. 2/3 of this car accident, everybody's bad off. Jeez. That's the Lord, man. So it's all those. You know, trickery. Esau was a lot. You know, he's cunning, so does all the beasts of the field. He came with his cunningness, but he came with his weaponry. And the Lord ultimately fulfilled his word, man. No, and that's why we're here. And the beautiful part about it is, we grabbed the Jeremiah. I brought all these evils upon me. I'll bring the good. The good part about it is, I just read in that Isaiah 45, we see the evil is happening, which means salvation must come. Woo.
It's inevitable.
I got it, yeah. Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 42. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, like as I have brought all of this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them.
And you go. So the Lord said he brought this evil upon us. He put these, somebody can start the top. He put these curses upon us, but he's gonna take these things off us, man. He's gonna give us the good. He's gonna give us the salvation. He's gonna
Isaiah
What you say, man?
61 and 1. It's Isaiah 61 and 1.
That's why you gotta have multiple Bible apps on you on that phone, bro. You gotta learn how to wield it.
That's it. Yep.
The spirit of Yahweh is upon me because Yahweh has anointed me to preach the good tidings unto the meek.
And the word gospel means what?
Good news.
There you go. That's what good tidings means. Good news. So this is the gospel. This is the very definition of gospel, man. Go ahead.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, And the opening.
Who are the captives? Joel the 3rd chapter. All right? Israel, the Lord is coming to redeem us, man. Oh, that's the salvation come out of Zion, it says in the book of Psalms. All right? It says we're going to possess our possessors, man.
Yep.
All right? Go ahead.
And the opening of the prisons to them that are bound.
Who are the homeborn slaves? Israel. We the ones in the prison house. America is a prison. Look, yes, you may have an apartment. You may even own a house. You do not own that shit. You gotta pray what? Every year. It depends. Maybe twice a year or at the end of the year. However you got it set up. It's your tax. If you don't pay tax, they take your shit.
Yep.
You gotta pay registration on your car.
Every year.
Your fucking car that you already paid off.
And so your $60,000 car, if you ain't got registration, and then if you ain't got insurance, here in Chicago they hit you with a $1,500 fee because you ain't got insurance. And then they turn around and pay a toll fee on top of that.
And then you gotta get SR22.
Yep.
So you gotta pay an extra fee for special insurance now.
And they make it so you can't get your shit back.
It's wickedness, man, because we're prisoners here. It says they that took the captive refuse to let them go. You may think you're free, but how are you free in the land of our captivity? We were captured, stolen, and we still in the place where we've been stolen to. You truly have Stockholm Syndrome. You believe you're free.
Yeah.
That's like me kidnapping. That's like me Black Snake moaning a bitch. I kidnap a child to the radiator. Now I hook up for the radiator and say, you know, you're free, but you can't leave this motherfucking house unless you get paperwork. But then that paperwork is temporary. You gotta come back.
Right.
Or you can go to these other houses and you can get citizenship there. But I happily control those too. The fuck?
That's how the passport works.
That's exactly it. That's the point, brother.
Yeah.
That was the point, my brother.
You know, hey, shit. Hey, look, and then what's crazy? If you on child support, Esau, you ain't going nowhere. Cause they'll take your child. They'll take you. You can't leave the country if you're on child support. If you're in the rears, man. So you can't. So that for the proof that you're a fucking slave, man. I can't get a passport. All right.
Who is this more?
To proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn.
Hey.
Yeah.
Man, that's the gospel. The Lord comes with vengeance. That's comfort to us. Knowing our enemies, these heathens, will be brought down. That's comfort. That's the good news, man. So if you're teaching the heathens gonna make it with us, be equal with us in the kingdom, you're not teaching the gospel.
Right.
To a
They
point.
rejoiced over our fall. All right? They clapped their hands. All right? They hissed and clapped at us falling. Jeremiah. Exactly.
Yeah, you know, they said this is the day we look for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Jeremiah, he didn't say, well, the Lord have mercy on them. You know, they don't know what they're doing. No. He said, I look forward to the day when they be brought down like me. That's the gospel, man. That's the comfort. Isaiah 63 says, the day of vengeance and the year of my redeemed is in my heart. Destruction and vengeance and salvation goes hand in hand, man. That's the Christianity they taught you, man. That's what you avoid. You avoid that bullshit, man. But this Bible right here, the true gospel, we telling you about it. Your ancestors love hearing this. Yeah. King David said, basically shut my mouth if I remember not Jerusalem, and they cut out my chief cunning.
Yeah.
Our ancestors would love hearing that. Oh, we waking back up to our heritage. Oh, the Lord's going to come and bring down our enemies finally and deliver us.
Think about it.
It says honor your father and your mother. I saw one thing. It said they call it demonic when you honor your ancestors. That ain't honoring them. This is honoring your fathers right here. Doing this work. Returning to the ancient path. All right.
Says to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, give them.
So it's telling you who the salvation for. Who's the gospel for? To come from Zion.
Give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be.
Yeah. People are called the plant of the Lord, right?
That they may be called. Shit, that shit wrong. that they might be called the trees of righteousness and the planting of Yahweh, that he might be glorified.
There you go. So this is the gospel, man. And a great point to that is to glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We don't have this truth. We didn't come back to our heritage. We didn't come to learn in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to mention just us, the 12, the tribes, the Israelites. What makes us Israel is Yahweh, Prince of Power. Motherfuckers making all these rap videos as Israelites, which that's your thing, man. Look, that is the tradition we got over here. We gonna keep order. But where's the praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai yet in these damn songs, man? Niggas is rapping more about their guns than the Lord. I'm talking about Israelites. They mentioned 12 tribes, but yet I ain't hear them mention Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's madness, man. This is our glory right here. This is our garment right here, man. That we're called the sons of the living power. Exactly. Somebody from Route 5, start the top mother truck, have something like that.
Basically how Esau set up the system. Now, so this is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that exceed unrighteous decrees and that right grievances that they have prescribed. Man, so they basically going into how Esau set up this whole system, man. He set this shit up to keep us at the bottom, man. That's why all these laws are put in place that just goes against Jade, man. Like, this wasn't for our own benefit, man. It never was. That's why we still suffer. That's why we still at the bottom. There's always an agenda.
Hey, this Daniel 7:25 to back the brother up. And he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. He saw through the system that's completely opposite of the Lord and opposite to us, man, to wear us out. They gave you Christianity. They gave you Islam. They gave you Egyptology. All the shit you get yourself conformed with Coptic, Egyptology, that's all shit we need about that. That's you being told some shit by your fucking oppressor, your enemy. What's that? Oh, yeah. And think to change times and laws, they shall be given into his hand until a time and time, and the dividing of time. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it until the end. Alright? And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. All nations, alright, all dominions that's ever existed, it's going to, so that goes to Babylon, so Iraq, alright, the Arabs, to Elon, alright, the Persians, alright, to Edom, whenever you go back even further, you got Ham, etc. They all ruled, man. They all, what you say, Maccabees was 9. So that means all nations are going to serve us. Jeremiah 30:16, man. All the heathens are going to serve us, man. Jeremiah 30:11, all the heathens are going to captivity. But it said, like I said, whatever nation will not come serve me, alright, they're going to be utterly destroyed. You know? Yeah, come. The Lord's going to deliver us. They don't see what they did was added mythicism and flat out lies to the doctrine called the Bible. They don't teach the Bible, man. The Lord is a very live and present power in our lives every day, man. Yeah. Everything we deal with, from the hell we get from Esau to the slavery to what we're dealing with now, man. That means the salvation is going to be a very real and live, present thing. It's going to happen on earth. The nation of Israel will be redeemed from captivity. That's what Yahweh Shai died for, said to deliver them who are under the curses, from the curses. He became a curse to deliver us from the curse. What's the curse? From 28. Who got the Deuteronomy 30? Bible for sure.
Deuteronomy 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon it, the blessing and the curse are at 740, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither Yahweh thy power hath driven thee. And shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day.
So Yahweh Shai coming is the fulfillment of the beginning of the fulfillment of us getting delivered from the curses. This is our way out. Now we can turn to Yahweh. Now, hey, as the scriptures say, you know, he made reconciliation for us, man. Go ahead.
Know with thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that when Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations, whither Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the utmost parts of heaven, from this will Yahweh thy power gather thee, and from this will he fetch thee. And Yahweh thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and shall possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy thoughts.
And that's salvation. He said that in the 2nd Ezra 9th chapter, man. Yeah, we recognize this one, but it says, I'm going to just get this on butcher. In 2nd Ezra chapter 9, in verse, oh yeah, verse 7. And every one that shall be saved, that shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith whereby you have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, and within my borders, if I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Plainly, shall see my salvation in my land. That's the salvation. Order the salvation will come out of Zion. You know, us getting our land back. There's more to it. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And Yahweh thy power will circumcise thine heart and the heart of thy seed, to love Yahweh with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live.
That's the new covenant. All right, we won't loaf anymore. All right, the Lord's going to get rid of the extra fleshy part of our minds. The heart, Hebrew word for heart is lav, which means hit your mind. All right, go ahead.
And Yahweh will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right, that's all the nations. It's all the 3rd chapter. What is that, 2nd Maccabees? No, 1st Maccabees, 5 and 10. That we put earlier, you will not partake. Right. For all these nations got to suffer, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And thou shalt return and obey Yahweh and do all his commandments that I command thee this day.
That's plain, man. That's the salvation, man. Us getting delivered, getting our land back, getting the covenant witness, the new covenant won't go off anymore, and our enemies get put under these curses, man. As we read in Isaiah 61. Look how low we are, man. We destroyed, man. Just look at the hood, man. Just do pan around. It looks dead, bro. There ain't even no fucking grass over here, man. Even where it's dirt right here, there's no grass. And these fucking bushes are sad, they limp, they're not producing fruit. They got arms cut off and shit. As Elder Malcolm would say, prison. That is a bird. I thought it was a bird. A dead bird.
I got one real quick.
Bible shop.
Yeah, Sirach 36 and 3. It says, so lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power. If thou was sanctified in us before them, so thou be magnified among them before us. Let them know thee as we have known thee, for there's no power but only thou, O Yahweh, man. All right, so them curses getting transferred to you. You don't know what it feels like to be on the bottom. You don't know what it feels like to be afflicted. All right, you don't know what it feels like to be in hell for 1,000 years, man. You see? And the things that we have been put through, yeah, y'all gonna go through double, man. All right, and it's also part of the part of our salvation is taking the other nations as our possession, man. You know, I got
they're part of our inheritance.
right. The Baruch 5 and 1, it said, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from the Most High forever. Cast about thee a double garment of the righteousness which cometh from the Lord, and set a diadem on thy head of the glory of the everlasting. For the Most High will show thy brightness unto every country under heaven, man. Hey, we're no longer going to be hidden, man. All right, everybody's going to know that we are the children of the Lord. All right, they're going to know.
They know now.
He said that he's going to make his exact righteousness, man. All right, for grass, he's going to bring, for wood, he's going to bring grass. everybody's gonna know that when they enter Jerusalem, hey, the Lord is gonna be there, man.
Yeah, they're gonna know. They're gonna really know. They don't know yet, man.
Right.
Some they in denial about it. You know, they know we're better than them. But they don't fucking know that we're children yet. They don't know it. They're gonna see the salvation. They're gonna see the glory upon us, man. These people out here dumb and lost. Y'all got anything else?
This is Revelation chapter 18. I'm gonna start at 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that he be not partakers of her sin, and that he be receive none of her plagues."
Well, like, come out of it is mentally, man. I got people out trapped with the mental lock on their brain that they're fucking Americans, man. That they're fucking gonna have a dual rulership in how about me outside the kingdom with these goddamn Edomites, man. You see, you've been like the elder been saying, hey, you guys been taught lies, man. All right, you believe every word. All right, you've been lulled to sleep by these goddamn pastors that been set up by Esau Edom, man. Go ahead.
This is Revelation 18:5. For it says, "Have you went to heaven, and Yahweh have removed her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she has filled to her double."
And you gonna still drink of that cup, man. All right, that cup of slavery, that cup of feeling worthless and helpless. You see, not having no power. All right, and you're not gonna have no power, man. Our game's gonna be open continually, man. It's about a 24-hour ATM. Hey, that's gonna be all of Jerusalem, man.
This is Revelation 18:7. How much has she glorified herself and lived in so much torment her torment and sorrow give her, for she said in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly be burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord thy power who judgeth her. And then there you go. And not only she's gonna be rewarded double. So he and the other nations are not only gonna get that thousand year slavery, but hey, we're gonna sit up here and also she sit up here and say that she sends a queen because America ain't never known no defeat. America has never known no one's ever came over here and took over this country or ever did anything in this country. And America think that that's how they're gonna live throughout the rest of their time. But hell no, the Heavenly Father got a trick for you. They're about to destroy you for all the iniquity, all the wickedness, all the shit you did to the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all the wickedness you've done on the earth, everyone you fucked over, all that shit is about to come to an end, and this country is about to be destroyed with fire.
That's right.
So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash.
Brother, understood those elders and apostles out there for Great Millstone, teaching rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching these truths around the four corners of the earth. This salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other. We almost up out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwon Yasharella and a Bob. Shalom.